channel. My name's Darren Evans, and as you all know, this is BD Performance. We're back in the workshop following on from Ford Fair, and this year was no exceptions in terms of recoveries and breakdowns. Now, it's always going to happen because people that don't normally go out on track do the track session, and with that is an inherent risk of a breakdown. Now, you always get some little niggles and some bigger problems. We all get it, it doesn't matter what tuner it is. But on this occasion, we probably had the most failures in terms of transmission. And when I say that, clutches. We probably had about 2 while we were there and 1 on the way back. Now, Josh is no exception to that. His monstrous big turbo conversion, the original car that Jamie Arnold owned, that died a death. Now, the best thing to do is to take you over to Alan's toolbox and to establish exactly what happened. So that's what we'll do now. So, as you can see, this is a rainbow. That's not meant to be like that, I don't need to tell you that. So, yeah, it's overheated. We've essentially got plenty of meat left on the paddles or the pucks. There's plenty of material there. Yeah, they're in one piece still. There's not much breaking away from it. The centre of it is a little bit loose, but that's kind of irrelevant to all this now. And the flywheel itself is undulating. Obviously, with the section missing on the puck clutch, you're always going to get a little bit of undulation to the face. But this one's discoloured as well. It's purple. So yeah, this wasn't actually the worst thing that could have happened, because during the kind of strip down to find out what was exactly or what had failed on it, Al actually discovered a hole in the boost pipe. I'm sure that Lee will cut away to it at some point, but you know, basically there was a huge leak in it, probably half the size of a penny, and that was doing him no good at all. We're going to take this opportunity to upgrade the clutch again, maybe. We're not sure in terms of Josh's plans. We could realistically probably send this off and do something with it. I'm not sure that would be the right thing for such a powerful car. If it was a lower powered car, I probably would suggest sending it off, getting it checked, getting it skimmed, and maybe running again with it. But for something so powerful, it's just not worth it. So we're going to come up with a solution in terms of as shorter thing as we can, because as we all know, Helix are on a 15-day manufacturing period. So at the minute, we're just trying to come up with a solution. We'll come back to you and letting you know exactly what we're going to do. But this wasn't the worst thing that could happen. Hopefully, we'll sort out the boost leak at the same time. But just remember, kids, well, ladies and gentlemen, that prior planning and preparation prevents, you know, a pretty poor performance and all that lot. If you're going to go to one of these track days, be prepared to pay the price, because things can go wrong and will go wrong when you push your car so hard. So we'll come back to you shortly and let you know exactly what the solution is, what we're going to do to resolve this and get Josh back on the road as quickly as possible. See you in a bit, guys. Right, so just so happened to fall into place that Josh has turned up just as we were kind of deciding the route with this. I pretty much decided the route for you, didn't I?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is, because Josh had a Helix 6 paddle initially, we're going to change to the organic, because you do quite a lot of road driving realistically, don't you?
Yeah, more road than track.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So even though you're driving it hard, and I think the balance of what we're going to lose in terms of what the capability of the clutch is, maybe 50 Newton meters roughly overall, is not going to affect this, because remember, that's instantaneous load, and I always talk about this. You know, the load level 570 or something on the organic version and 620 Newton meters on the paddle version. It's not going to make enough of a difference. Plus, we need to get this thing back on the road. We found the hole in the pipe as well, so yeah. You didn't even realise you had that, did you?
No. Did you say it was a boost leak?
Yeah, basically, actual metal pipe's been rubbing against the chassis and rubbed probably a penny-sized hole in it, so that's not going to have helped you at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to get, great thanks to Helix as always for their support. They've basically pulled it out of the bag and they're going to get this clutch over to us for hopefully tomorrow, and we'll get this into the car and hopefully get it finished off and Josh can have it back. We'll address this issue with the boost hose as well, or the metal pipework in this case.
Yeah.
Hopefully make something to stop it rubbing, or at least reinforce it so that it can rub the reinforcement away instead of rubbing a hole, and probably smash this back on the dyno and just see if we can titivate it a bit, because previously when we first got the dyno, obviously your car broke the dyno.
Yeah, dyno killer.
Yeah, dyno killer. May not have had the most horsepower that's ever been on it, but it smashed it to smithereens the one time that it went on it. So the second time we got it on it, when we got it fixed, it didn't break it, it kind of slipped the clutch instead, didn't it? So
slipping, yeah.
we knew it was kind of coming, so we're going to get this done, get it onto the dyno, get some figures out of it, titivate and massage the settings a little bit more, hopefully get you a bit more power, put a bit more smile on your face. You've seen Josh on the channel before anyway, but Ford Fair, it was, the good thing about this as well is Josh has got the video as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, I've got the video of it going on track, and I believe I've got the video of the marshals pushing it
as well. We've got a bit of you coasting off as well, so we'll put that in. It will have been in the previous video, the Ford Fair video anyway, but you won't have realised it was there. So that video will have already gone out, and this one will be the second one. So we'll come back to you. We might put a bit of it, putting, you know, kind of a bit of a montage together, it going back in the car. We might not, might do a bit of dyno, who knows, or that might be another video. But for now, if you haven't already, then subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon to stay notified, comment down below a bit of support for Josh, because this is a big bill, big bill. Yeah, so big bills, thumbs up on the video to show your support, and hopefully we'll see you next time at 𝗙𝗶𝗿 Performance.